Hail, Metal Nation! You are listening to Podcast Them Down. You're here to hear us review metal promos. And Matt's here, and I'm here. It is I, Tim. I forgot to say
and
that part.
And me, Matt.
How do you do? He, Matt. And that, how do you do? That looks like a... Get on with it. Metal promos, like I said. We're going to, as usual, as we do on Thursdays, such as today, read a bunch of metal promos and decide how many ears we are willing to devote to said promos. Some fraction of our 2 complete ears. All right, so without further ado. Sorry, there was some ado there. All right, here we go. Leviathan, Mischief of Malcontent. Self-released out August 12th, 2022, because I have now figured out that they always use European dates.
Oh, really? Okay, well, that's
not
knowledge.
December 8th, it's August 12th.
August 12th.
So, format, digitals, CD, LP. So they put a lot of money into this because it's self-released. Progressive metal from the United States.
Uh-oh.
Track list. Unfriendly to Humans. Dark Side Down. Rorschach Test. Semblance of Self. The World is Watching. Lineup. Raphael Gazal. Vocals. It's one of those names. Kyle Brian Abbott. Hey Abbott on drums. John Sellers guitar and cello. John Lutzo on guitars, keys, vocals, and bass. So there's one guy doing 5 jobs. And a cellist. New studio album from Colorado's Leviathan. This is the 10th release from Leviathan, going back to our debut EP released in 1992.
Wow.
This new release is released on vinyl, CD, and digital download, and is available in a 30th anniversary edition. This edition includes a never-before-released solo album by John Lutzo called Stanza Tripoli. For fans of Dream Theater, Fates Warning, Crimson Glory, Coheed, and Cambria Rush. All right, so the first album came out in 1992, and looks to me like they're going to wear their influences on their sleeve. Dream Theater, Fates Warning, Crimson Glory, but then they just toss in Coheed.
I mean, if they were formed in 1992, is it at all possible the varied influence on Coheed and Cambria rather than the other way around?
There you go. I like that. All right. So maybe some royalties are in order.
Yeah. No, I think the Leviathan lawyers should be looking into that.
Recorded at Ukrainian Homestead Studios in Aurora, Colorado from 2020 to 2022. Mixed and mastered by Kevin Clock, Colorado Sound Studios, Westminster, Colorado, 2022. CDs and vinyl pressed in Germany at CMS. Bandcamp is leviathanband.bandcamp.com. And then there is no band photos, but I'm guessing it's a bunch of old prog guys.
Oh, Metal Archives.
We should have saved this for Progcast Them Down. Damn it.
Metal Archives has a band photo. Now, I would like to say that one of them is clearly one of their sons. But here's my Leviathan band photo question for you.
All right.
Does
it count? Does it count that I'm looking at it?
Oh, yeah, God damn it.
All right, go ahead.
Don't look at it.
Okay.
I was gonna say, all right, have you studied it? Turn it away. Turn your face away. Look at the wall. Wait. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, as you recall, all of them were wearing eyeglasses.
Okay.
But how many of those eyeglasses are sunglasses?
Oh. Let's see. Colorado's on a mountain, so it's closer to the sun. So it's brighter. Mm-hmm. So, all of them?
I'm sorry. The guy in the Grandpa Newsy hat is wearing regular glasses.
Oh. newsy hat. So, all right. Do you think he's the cellist?
He might be the cellist. They've all. Another thing I love about this band photo is they're all clearly at a gig because at least the two in the foreground are wearing the "I can drink alcohol" wristbands.
Oh shit! Yeah, I see that.
Well, we should take a fucking photo since we're together again.
Nice.
All right. So I have some problems right at the jump. Number one, I appreciate their lengthiness. However, according to Metal Archives, they were active from 1989 to 1998, and then 2009 to present. And I would like a little explanation. That's where the Coheed
came into play.
Yeah. Or maybe the young buck they have. Let me see if I can do this. All right, he started. All right, I'm guessing that might actually be Raphael Gazel, because he looks like a young whippersnapper. Let me look at his. No. Well, it might be. Anyway, one of the songs I believe is called "Darker on the Bottom" or something like that.
It's
right.
It is "Dark Side Down." Yes.
Okay, now here's the problem. The Leviathan is a sea creature, right?
Yeah.
So we know that sea creatures are lighter on the bottom and darker on the top because of predators, right? If you look up, it should be lighter. If you look down, it should be darker. So they don't even get their own gimmick right.
What if that's the problem? What if the dark side's down and that's a problem?
So they live in some kind of like topsy-turvy, upside-down world?
No, I'm saying the Leviathan has turned itself upside down and they're singing, perhaps they're singing about how that's not a good thing. They're now vulnerable to predators. But what's the predator for the Leviathan?
I think it's the behemoth. I forget. I need to read the Bible more.
Or would it be Jormungandr?
I don't think Jormungandr is involved at all.
How giant is the Leviathan versus the giant squid?
I mean, I think Leviathan. All I remember about that part of the Bible is God asks if you can catch him with a fish hook. So it's at least too big to be caught with a fish hook.
I just watched Jaws, so you're gonna need a bigger fish hook.
Yeah, you're gonna need.
That line was improvised, by the way.
You're gonna open up the Leviathan, and that little Kittner boy is gonna fall out on the dock.
All right. So what do you got then? How many ears?
I mean, I'll give them an ear. I'll give them an intrigued ear. I mean, they hit all the right notes. I'll listen to it. I'm not sure if I'm enthusiastic, but I'll at least give them a couple of tracks.
All right. Let's see. So I'm just gonna go based entirely on their for fans of list. Got Dream Theater, Fates Warning, Crimson Glory, Coheed and Cambria, and Rush. I like 3 of those bands, so I'm gonna give them 3/5 of my 2 ears, which which is 3/5.
3/5 of 2
is 60%.
Okay,
so I'm gonna give them 60% of each of my 2 ears. So there you go. Doug. Doug is here, but he hasn't come through the door yet. All right, now he's here. Close it behind you. Thank you. Doug, do you have an opinion, or should we just move on?
Not an informed one, which is why I'm on this podcast.
Hey, I resent that.
1.5 years.
Wow, Doug gave the best score.
I'm not sure if your microphone is working, because it sounds like your computer's. But you can fix that. Yeah. We did not discuss the album artwork. It's clearly the same guy from Burning Shadows, Gather Darkness. Yeah. And he's like
pretty prog looking.
It's a prog
band. So, all right, moving on.
All right, does that sound better?
That sounds way better.
Doug's really here.
Yeah, before it sounded like
a desktop. I don't know what mic it was connected to, but hey, it's the 21st century.
Hooray! All right. Next. Korpituli as Infinite Shadows of the Night Sky. Korpituli Productions. Release date was July 20th, 2022. Digitals, CD, and cassette, because of course it's black metal from Finland. Tracklist, The Keys and Gates to Unhallowed Lands. Endless Whispers Echo. Celestial Night Fires. Lost, Unspoken Sorrow of Ages. Nostalgia Burning. In the Witch's Circle. And Eternal Shadows Dance. Lineup. S. Korpituli. Everything. The sophomore album of Korpituli, trademark atmospheric black metal nostalgia, a bit more aggressive and grim than the debut album The Ancient Spells of the Past 2021, yet boiled in the same sultry broth, not entirely forgetting the hypnotic dreamy tunes of the past being last year, I suppose. Mythical night fires burning in the night sky as the vast shadows of infinity embrace us. We hear the endless whispers echoing amidst the hazy smoke of nostalgia that lingers on our feet. We feel the lost sorrow of ages, never spoken of, and the witches, they gather around us into their age-old circle. A primordial spell is cast, and in the shape of a wolf, past the gates to the unhallowed lands this one enters. Let no sun rise again. For fans of Burzum, Thy Serpent, Emperor, Satyricon, Thorns, ... All instruments were recorded and performed by S. Korpituli, mixing and mastering by S. Korpituli. Bandcamp is korpituli.bandcamp.com. That's spelled KORPITULI.bandcamp.com.
Okay.
Oh, Doug's frozen. So.
Oh, he looks pretty noble, though.
Oh, there he goes. There he goes. All right. So then there is.
Wasn't me, it was you.
Well, there's a photo of this gentleman. And he's in a forest. And he's wearing a cowl, I believe it's called. And perhaps like a metal-y Renaissance fair getup. To some degree, and he has a studded leather strap holding up a Jackson Professional Kelly. And for those who don't know, Kelly is my guitar shape of choice. I at one point I owned 3 or 4 of them, and
okay,
and I have a Jackson Professional. So this guitar series is from the 90s when they were still made in Japan. So I'm all about this. I'm gonna go right in, like, just based on this picture alone, I'd give it 2 ears. But this paragraph he wrote, where he clearly has a coherent vision for the album. Yeah, I'm all in. 2 full ears. Here's the album artwork. It's a red cloaked figure. With the little, like, doing the claw hand, this thing. And, the figure appears to be, like, among the clouds. And then it's framed like an Emperor album. Like, there's a frame around it.
Okay. That's not too bad.
And to bring it back to Burning Shadows once again, I believe that's the same font that Burning Shadows use on Gather Darkness. So once again, another Gather Darkness reference.
Shot down, falling from grace.
Wrong album.
Oh, god damn it. Well. What do we have here?
Hey, now, normally I'm going to shun one-man black metal projects, but this one is appears to be far more competent than the usual one-man black metal project.
That's true.
Not really my sound, but I'll respect the form. Gets 1 ear.
Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily want to give them 1 ear because I feel like that's cheap, but it's 1 year. You know, he's only one guy, right? So it would be a waste to give more than 1 year to one gentleman.
Yeah, and it's probably in mono anyway. Right?
Yeah. And you know, it's Finland, Doug, so it's not like they're, you know, the atmosphere is thinner. So, you know, I think 1 year is more than sufficient.
The atmosphere is also thinner.
Boo.
Boo. All right. Last one, Kaledon releases music video for The Eye of the Storm, the Italian power metal band Kaledon featuring Michelle Giattoli. Our Italian grandmother is probably very upset I couldn't say that right. On vocals, just released a music video for The Eye of the Storm, the second single from the new album, Legend of the Forgotten Rain, Chapter 7, Evil Awakens. And there's a link to the music video, which I hope I remember I'll put in the description, downstairs, etc. Let's see. Alex Melee of... Oh, did I skipped something. I'm sorry. Chapter 7 Evil Awakens will be released on CD and digital on September 23rd via Beyond the Storm Productions. Alex Melee of Kaledon comments on the new single. It's hard to describe in words how extremely happy and proud I am about the outcome of CH7 Evil Awakens. We are already released The Dawn of Dawns, and here comes the second single, The Eye of the Storm, which shows the energy and the power of the new album. The sheer power of this new song is mind-blowing.
You just blew my mind.
The album contains powerful and fast songs, dynamic and energetic guitar riffs, new modern-sounding keyboards, and much more. The album features special guests like Nicoletta Rossellini, Kaledia and Walk in Darkness, and James Mills from Hostile. Respectively, on the story comes to an end,
fucking mouth.
and A Strike from the Unknown. Chapter 7, Evil Awakens, was mixed and mastered by Michelle Guittoli at Groove Factory Studio, and the production is a mix of modernity and power. The epic cover artwork was created by Oleg Sherbakov. Don't miss out on Chapter 7 Evil Awakens, a perfect album for fans of melodic and fast power metal and bands like Halloween, Stratovarius, and Manowar. Kaledon lineup: Michelle Meek Gittoli, from also in Temperance and Visions of Atlantis on vocals, Alex Melee on guitar, Tommy Nemesio on guitar as well, Paolo Campitelli on keyboards, Enrico Sandri on bass, Manuela Di Ascenso on drums. There is no Bandcamp link. Wow, that's some great album art. But first, let's the band photo. It's the can I count? It's 6 of them, and they're all wearing leather jackets.
Wow!
In a room with like drapery. And let me show you this album artwork. Yes.
Holy shit! That's amazing.
Yeah, so it's
like the Jugulator cover if it were good.
Yeah, it's like a skeletal dragon that is creating havoc and carnage upon the land. So now it's
like what everyone thought the end of Burning of Game of Thrones would look like, but then it didn't at all.
So the thing about these metal promo reviews is usually we have no prior knowledge of most of these bands, you know, and then when we do the ears, you know, we're doing the probability of how much we're going to like it. But I've heard of this band already, and I have an earlier release, so I'm going to collapse the wave function, and I know how much I fucking love them. And they're getting 2 ears because holy shit. And even if I hadn't heard of them, this album cover sells it for me. And if you needed like further confidence, the leather jackets.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I'm 100% in.
You're 100% spot on. the men of Caledon, these fine Italian men, would beat the shit out of Leviathan and that Finnish guy. Furthermore, they have been active since 1998, and they haven't stopped fucking bringing the power metal with their fantasy themes. If this doesn't get 2 ears, nothing should. Even though this flying dragon zombie Skeletor man does not appear to have ears, he doesn't need them because he's getting mine. That's 2 ears without any reservations.
In dissent with everything I've just heard, it gets 2 ears.
Oh, it's a perfect score.
Wow.
Was that a first? That might be a first.
I think that might be the first ever. And
Yeah.
as we all know on Podcast and Down, when something gets 6 ears, it's automatically triplicated and receives the ultimate score of 666 ears.
Let's stop while we're ahead. Until next time, Metal Nation, keep it Caledon.
Nice. I got nothing to say. I'm gonna go listen to Caledon.